course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kenichi, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her...
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing... Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Netland, heed the call of life! those who grew alongside those who... That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What is that even?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something...
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team said, think about it. The ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the abyss? She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no...
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to...
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly...
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for... No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might... We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent...
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll...
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a... However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against... If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's...
No,
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would...
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for...
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, so...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have... Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs... Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just...
I believe she did.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track... Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will...
And that means Kachina won't be able...
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon... Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do? Sit peacefully and wait for her return?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a... Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
mean?
The sacred flame. The foundation of our resistance against the abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the springs will only be the first.
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kinich, I dare say it's not as simple.
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the...
Yes. What happened to Kachina break...
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result, once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the abyss. And that is their ultimate goal, isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection, to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. We need to... Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I understand your anger, Mualani.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for us.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry.
We could always hold the pilgrimage.
I've considered that, but the two events have without the chance to fight the abyss. Pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually, imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with this.
The abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very...
Kachina's waiting.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it...
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you, the Masters of... If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to... Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue...
But isn't the Night Kingdom...
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the abyss...
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well...
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spirit...
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only... Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first... I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid now.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she... But don't worry. This time...
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that...
You're right. Even now, the gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan. And Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would...
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the... Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred
You mean?
Yes. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my...
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient...
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for all we can do.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not...
If not me, then who? I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended. He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah, and...
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. But I'm sure the captain has his own...
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared...
No. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just...
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. When we exchanged final blows, I sent... Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who...
Of course. I'll head out right now. Do you still intend...
Yes. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must...
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a...
Once we find Kachina's ancient name.
Okay, let's just keep climbing.
Chaska.
Nice to see you. I'm afraid we...
Whoa, hold on.
My friend Kachina is trapped with...
Rescue her? From the night?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going...
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need...
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? Life isn't complete without taking risks.
It's nothing. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from...
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her some... But let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like... In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But...
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want...
Vichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. Where can we find him?
Ever since Melko passed, he spends most of his time gazing...
Thank you.
Good luck.
Emotional support is important.
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from... No, if you really think about it, anything's possible.
Are you?
Everything's fine. I'll help you. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friend.
Your friend?
Yes, but I'd...
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find...
Then we're agreed. I see. From what I can tell, once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to...
Wow, you got all...
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said I'll go find an
We'll go right away.
First...
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real...
By creating something tangible and...
Oh, I...
Right. I need one. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the...
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Oh, and...
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need.
I appreciate it. Anyway, it'll take some time to...
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paim. Hang on. Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much? Oh, the whole deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down the price?
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the...
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes.
Perfect.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these...
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything...
I know, it's just... Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here. Here you go. How's he doing?
Do you know what happened between...
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking. Malko was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents 5 years ago, but on the eve of battle.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that It's just... Vichama went into a deep depression. Oh, I've tried the abyss... Anyway...
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's...
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you. Go ahead. After Malko fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized...
But that happened several... The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom...
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malko and I promised each other, even... All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom.
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Kachama mentioned. Let's get closer!
The wind rises. Wretched vermin!
Solidify!
Behold!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Surge forth! Quit following me! Huh. The wind rises.
Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power...
The abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
This power...
Hanging in there?
Malko. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible...
In that case, we have no... Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker's...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not every...
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, and now...
Vichama...
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just...
Huh? What?
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malcolm.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few...
I never thought
Guess I have something to be thankful for. Pisak. Maybe you're right. Pichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice, but...
A deeper...
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, for all these years, I regretted not being able to fight along.
Pichama.
I'm fine. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. But I also understood why you had to try. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malcolm. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, there are critical junctures in life. And if you don't, that's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're...
Thank you, Vichama. I promised...
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check. Just speaking from experience.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a... and...
Koichi, are you really gonna just...
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi?
Don't play dumb with your... My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few...
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a... She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also...
For some reason?
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska...
I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But eventually she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now it sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though.
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous.
Oh, I get it. No wonder...
I'm all for your adventure. Still...
All right, it's just the two of us.
I don't have anything to say.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the...
Well, technically I am...
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in... But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is! And you were just going to...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in...
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything to...
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was...
Oh, I knew it!
This is important. If you were in my shoes...
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any—
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why do—
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments, or—
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault.
But the person you become when you lose control—
That's a different issue. You said it yourself.
I've also told you—
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Waina
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go?
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
So, that's it.
You two are...
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago. And it's not my place to get involved. But I will say this.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. According to Kinich...
If only Tone-Deaf Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Still, Citlale's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. Oh, look, stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here.
Squall Fury! Behold!
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again?
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be out. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you, still. All you need to do is focus on your—
I can also step in on the pirate.
There's no need to be so modest.
Archon, I'm sorry about before.
You have nothing to be sorry about. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that a...
Good eye. This is where I store all the
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of...
I suppose you could think of it as... And physical items do a far better job of... Now, I still have some... If you're curious about an item, I'm more...
Alright, Hey, there's a fishing rod here.
That's right. He and I met in a tavern. In his eyes, I saw a
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he managed to kill the fish, but... Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his...
Well, Paimon thinks...
That was my answer as well. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to...
Wait, that means...
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
This is Atea's talent.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was...
There are so many jars.
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to... Yamaya is an expert in this field, and the tools you see here are quite traditional. The contents of the jars are
Ooh, must be...
grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably...
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original... And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing...
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make... He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan?
Yeah! If each item represents it, does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient. They demonstrate the true shape of...
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present... Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation... Exactly. Take out a portion of... The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the...
That does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present. But while the pilgrimage, only by uniting the people of Natlan to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After, namely, by holding the pill. In addition, the
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry!
It's all right. No matter what others may say, my becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just my father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and one time we didn't close the door securely, and the sword, my sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after—
Wow.
Isn't that what being as the Archon?
Well, what happened?
I believe she ended up— Anyway, place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you—
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster— The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying— All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to— I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody hears you're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do—
I'm still—
All you need to do is place your— No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever—
Yeah, we're—
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left by—
I know.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very that face you just—
No, I just—
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people—
Thank you so much for your help.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't— Eon-san, I know it's unlikely.
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Squall and Fury!
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Show me your moves! Let's have some fun, shall we? Behold! Rain of
Full speed ahead!
doors!
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?